everyone, good morning. It's Mrs. Capizzi, and today is day 12 of remote learning, and we're just continuing on with 10-1. But first you want to make sure that you complete one of the problems on the warm-up page, and I'll show you that because I think I might have forgotten to do that yesterday. And then you're going to complete 10-1, number 7 through 18 on page 545. And what I want you to remember is when you're breaking a fraction up, the whole number goes here, which is the numerator. And remember, that's the top number, n for north. And then the number here will be it will be the whole number times the unit fraction. So remember, the unit fraction is going to have a numerator of 1. So let me first get started with showing you the warm-up page. And my printer did not print very well, so hopefully your copies came out a little bit better than mine did. But I did go over some of the words and numbers with a pen so that it would show up better. So what I did, for some reason, let me just autofocus this for a second. They were numbered 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So I thought that was a little confusing. So I just changed my numbers to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you will need to complete one of these each day, but they're really super easy and quick questions. So I would encourage you to also just do the last problem as well, or complete 6 of them this week. And you'll just turn that in once we get instructions on what to do with all the work that you've been doing. So let's go ahead and get started. So like I said, today should be really quick. We're just focusing on number 7 through 18. So actually let me go ahead and zoom in a little bit. So you'll see here that for each one there's a box times a unit number. So what I did on let me turn this light off, see if that gets rid of the glare. There we go. Okay, so this number here is going to be your whole number times this number here will be your unit fraction. So when you're writing these out, remember the unit fraction will always have to have a numerator of 1. So let's take a look at number 7. So I'm just going to do it on my whiteboard here. And you had 3/4. Okay, so this is number 7. So 3/4, I'm going to rewrite that as a multiplication problem, which will be a combination of a whole number multiplied by a unit fraction. So the whole number is going to be the numerator. So the numerator here is 3. So I'm going to write the 3 nice and big. That's my big number. And then I will multiply that by the unit fraction. So the unit fraction has to have a numerator of 1. And then the denominator will be whatever the denominator is of your fraction. So, just like we did yesterday, let me see if I can find my 1/4 pieces. So 3/4 equals 3 times 1/4, because if I take 3 1/4 pieces, if I wrote this as repeated addition, 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4, I would get 3/4. But now we're practicing writing it as a whole number times the unit fraction. So each of these pieces is a unit fraction, and I have 3 of them. So I have 3 copies of 1/4. So let's go back to your independent work, and you'll see here for numbers, actually I think I can zoom in even more. Let me just autofocus that again. So you'll see here for numbers 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12, they give you the boxes. So remember, this first box will just be the numerator. So the one we just did on the whiteboard, my numerator is 3, so I'm going to write that number nice and big. So 3 times 1/4. So 3/4 equals 3 times 1/4, or 3 copies of 1/4. And let's go ahead and look at one where the denominator is missing. So here, let's look at number 12. 5 is my numerator, so they wrote that as the whole number, times 1/12. So my denominator is 12, so that's going to go there. And let's take a look at one of the ones that does not have the boxes. So remember, the first number will be your numerator, so my numerator is 9, so I'm going to write that nice and big, times the unit fraction. So since my denominator here is 4, it's going to stay 4, and the unit fraction would be 1, because all unit fractions have to have a numerator of 1. So 9/4 equals 9 times 1/4, or 9 copies of 1/4. So good luck with today's lesson, and hopefully it'll be easy peasy. And remember to reach out to your teachers if you need any assistance or help. We are here for you, and I hope that you all have a wonderful day.